In 2021, a devastating injury halted the career of one of the sport's most influential figures.
Oh my God! I think his leg's broken.
He broke his ankle.
Oh no! It's over. It's over.
Wow.
His absence from the octagon has left fans wondering, will the Irish superstar ever return?
Whether it's over for good or it's not, it's going to be one hell of a path back.
Who knows how long Conor's out?
On July 11th, all questions will be answered.
Past, present, future. The fight game in the combat sports world is McGregor's world.
It's taken our sport to unprecedented heights.
And there can be no doubt that is the most popular fighter in the history of the sport.
No one thought about being a double champion before Conor McGregor did it.
Oh, that looks good!
At UFC 329, McGregor returns, looking for the biggest comeback in the sport's history.
My return to combat sport will be a colossal event due to what's at stake, due to what has transpired, and to what can be.
Welcoming McGregor back to the octagon is a legend in his own right. Max Holloway.
One of the best boxers in the octagon.
The Hawaiian Warriors Hall of Fame-worthy career saw a lengthy reign at the top of the featherweight division, before being crowned the baddest man in the game.
That'll do it! With 1 second to go!
Oh my God!
Max Holloway wins the BMF title!
That's a warrior! That's a real warrior!
Dublin, Ireland, a city that embodies the centuries-old fighting spirit of its people. In the suburbs of this historic capital rose an athlete that would transcend sport to become a global superstar, recognized the world over. A young man from humble roots who believed he was destined for greatness.
Combat. It's definitely in my blood. The McGregor history is a history of battle and fighting of invaders of our land. I love it. 11 years of age, I felt I needed to learn how to fight to be able to defend myself. And I come to develop an obsessive mindset and mentality toward fighting.
Conor McGregor knows he's going to the top. He doesn't think or hope, and with these kind of performances, I believe him.
Oh, well, thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Take it easy.
The Hawaiian star will make his return in the headline fight of UFC 329 against Conor McGregor. In parallel to his opponent, Holloway's childhood surroundings laid the foundations for fighting. But natural talent and self-belief would see him rise to become a combat sports icon.
I'm from Waina, Hawaii. The part of Hawaii where they take care of you, they see you struggling, they literally give you the shirt off their backs. But then if you look at somebody the wrong way, you're probably walking out there with a broken nose and 2 black eyes, you know? So it is what it is, right? You gotta be one tough mother effer coming out of Waina. There's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why I'm one of the baddest mother effers in the world.
I fight for Waina, like trying to show people that you're not bad kids. Like fighting in the ring is more better than on the streets.
Us Hawaiians, we have fighting culture and we're warriors. We love that.
Turning pro as a teenager, Holloway emerged as a talented prospect on the regional scene.
Max Holloway, he couldn't wait to turn 18 years old so he could fight professionally. At age 19, Max Holloway has wrestled the world title belt away from Harris Sarmiento, and there is a new champion.
In 2021, the MMA world came to a sudden standstill when one of the greatest superstars of sport had ever seen suffered a devastating injury that left millions of fans in disbelief. As Conor McGregor collapsed inside the octagon with a broken leg, commentators, fighters, and fans all feared they had witnessed the final chapter of one of the most legendary careers in UFC history. Questions immediately spread across the combat sports world. Would McGregor ever compete again? Had the former two-division champion fought?
What do you make of this one at the weekend against Max? You've obviously competed against him before.
I love the bout. A cracking contest, an iconic mixed martial arts contest with yours truly at the helm once again. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited for it.
And just to finish off the back of this, what happens afterwards? You've talked about a second date next year. Do you want it this year?
Yes. Yes, I do. I wish...
I'm bringing the Mac Daddy, baby. I'm home. The Mac is back.
So we have a larger list of names.
The Mac Daddy, baby. Done it all weights, triple KOs, knockouts in featherweight, knockouts in lightweight, knockouts in welterweight. The only UFC combatant to do so. The first double champ, and the man with all the records in the game, and the man that's still here despite all the tribulations and all the trauma and all the attacks on my will and my character. I still stand here strong and returning with the biggest gate and the biggest excitement the game has seen in years. Put that Mac in there, baby.
And you've had lived such a crazy experience, a unique experience, that people want to hear about it. How much of yourself do you want to share at this point in your career?
Well, you know, it's fight week. I won't be getting on a therapist's chair on fight week, do you get me? Yeah. So I need to keep that fire and that venom. Literally, that is what it will be. It will be venomous inside this octagon. And, you know, I'm an open book. What you see is what you get with me. I always try and speak my truth, and, you know, at the best of me, I try and encourage others and inspire others and motivate others, and that's kind of what I'll do, you know, without getting too much into anything soppy or anything, you know. I'll keep that fire in my belly and go and fight on Saturday night.
Is it going to be a lot of venom? Is it going to be some joy too? I mean, we've seen a few versions of you, you know, and you're very good when you're joyous as well.
Yeah, for sure. No, there you go. That's a great point. A flow state for sure. I'll look for that. Holloway's a great opponent to find my feet in here. I know he's planning on deep waters. It's almost a bit disrespectful. I'm not sure who he thinks he's talking about here. But I am joyous, so excited in this entire situation right now. And I thank God for it.
The bad part for him is he's fighting me. He got to see me from the octagon. You know, there's a lot of guys that he could have chose. He chose the wrong one.
Well, we know how you two matched up 13 years ago. How do you expect to match up with the 2026 version of Conor McGregor?
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great. You know, 4th of July just passed. They're getting 4th of July 2 weeks in a row. It's going to be fireworks come July.
Finally reached the end of his remarkable journey. Or would this setback become the beginning of an even greater comeback story? For years, those questions remained unanswered as the Irish icon disappeared from active competition, leaving the UFC without its biggest attraction. During his absence, the sport continued to evolve. New champions emerged, rivalries were created, and countless fighters attempted to fill the enormous void left by the no.
Well, you ran through Max Holloway at featherweight. Surely you're just going to steamroll over him now, welterweight.
I'm going in here with sheer confidence for sure.
How's the campaign? How does it feel to be back in there? Because it's been 5 years.
Very good. Very, very excited. You know, sheer confidence comes through preparation. And the preparation has been very, very meticulous and very detailed. It is not, you know, I'm not just boasting on it or blagging on it. It is meticulous preparation for this bout that has my confidence where it is. So I'm excited to showcase our work, my team's work.
Does it feel good to be going back to war, mate?
Great. Feels so good. I'm home, where I belong. I'm grateful the fans are as excited as me.
Yet despite all of that, no one managed to replace the global attention and excitement that McGregor brought every time his name appeared on a fight poster. Now, after years away from competition, the stage is finally set for what many believe could become the greatest comeback in MMA history. UFC 329 promises to deliver a spectacle unlike anything fans have witnessed in years as Conor McGregor prepares to make his long-awaited return to the octagon. For McGregor,
you have said repeatedly throughout this build-up that you are going to sun Max for the second time. Curious what you mean by that. What does sunning him look like in this fight, this rematch?
You know, I plan to contort Max's body into such uncomfortable positions and have my way with him. That's it.
Is he the perfect guy for you to come back and rematch and fight for this return fight? Does he feel like the perfect person to stake your claim as I am back and I'm ready to compete at the highest level once again?
Max is a great dance partner, if you will, a great opponent. He's a deep body of work inside the octagon. Fought many a man. It's a great opponent, a great event, great fight week, great international fight week. I'm very...
This is far more than simply fighting again. It is an opportunity to remind the world why he became the biggest superstar mixed martial arts has ever produced. Throughout his career, McGregor repeatedly changed the sport forever. He became the first fighter to hold 2 UFC championships.
Max, you beat Gaethje and you are the BMF, but Conor insists he's still the true owner of the division. What are you going to do this Saturday to prove his time has passed?
I'm going to go in there and put paws on him. You know, I'm going to make him wish that he didn't come back. Actually, no, I'm not going to make him wish that. I'm going to make him think that he can do it one more time so we can rematch at the end of the year.
Simultaneously, shattered pay-per-view records, sold out arenas across the globe, and transformed himself into a worldwide sports icon whose influence extended far beyond fighting. His confidence, charisma, and knockout power turned every appearance into must-watch television, while his ability to predict victories before they happened elevated his legend even further.
The idea of adding Conor McGregor's name to your resume with a victory, considering you beat Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje in the last 3 years alone, 2 stoppage wins over Jose Aldo. What would that mean? How much would that add on to what you've already accomplished?
I think it would be huge. I think it'd be huge. You know, a lot of people keep talking about how if Conor can somehow pull off, he has 2 title shots waiting for him. You know what I mean? Takes 2 to tango, man. That means if I go out there and do my thing, I got 2 title shots waiting for me. So it's a huge legacy fight, especially with all the eyes, like you said. Like I said, even with the World Cup going on, this is still getting a lot of traction. You guys all saw the pre-sales and how fast it went. You guys see the prices. It's gonna be fun, man. A lot of people tuning in on this one, International Fight Week.
Long before becoming champion, McGregor believed his destiny was already written. Growing up in Dublin, Ireland, surrounded by a culture built on resilience and fighting spirit, he developed an obsession with competition from an early age. He has often explained that learning how to fight wasn't simply about defending himself. It became the foundation.
About a division we've seen Conor sort of moonlight at, haven't seen you at this weight class. How do you expect it to be different for you?
You guys used to see a happier guy all fight week. You know, I thought 155 fight weeks was great. 170 is even better. You know, I feel great. I feel good. We did all the right things. I'm Polynesian. I'm Hawaiian. You know, so I'm Samoan. At the end of the day, we can get big, and I can't wait to show you guys.
I mean, I feel like, well, it's the same Max any weight you're going to be at. But do you think this gives even a slight edge to McGregor when you look at the weight for this fight?
Brother, I'll fight Daniel Cormier tomorrow at heavyweight, and it's super heavyweight. He can't even make the heavyweight limit, and he's not going to be a favorite over me. There's
of his entire identity. Every training session, every sacrifice, and every victory reinforced his belief that he was destined for greatness. That unwavering confidence eventually carried him from humble beginnings to becoming the face of the UFC. Even after enduring crushing defeats, personal criticism, and one of the most horrific...
How have you both evolved? Because Conor's come out and said that you actually took on some of his elements and style after that fight against him. What do you say to that?
For sure. You know, I never ever lose in there. I learn, you know, and if I can take something from former opponents and use it in my game, why not? You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, it's fighting, and you to succeed in this sport, you gotta grow. You gotta be able to take things from here and here. A lot of my games from all kind of different people. You know, I love Jose Aldo, love Anthony Pettis. You know, I watch boxing. We see Floyd Mayweather do stuff. I try to do boxing stuff like him. So it's very fun.
And with his layoff for 5 years, lots of people talking about the layoff for 5 years. What's the longest layoff you've ever had between fights?
I couldn't tell you. No. I don't remember. I like staying busy. So.
Injuries ever seen inside the octagon, McGregor has never abandoned his belief that he belongs at the very top of the sport. According to him, This return represents something much bigger than redemption. He insists that everything he has experienced over the past several years has only strengthened his determination.
Look at Conor McGregor and his evolution as an athlete, as an entrepreneur. It's not the same athlete, which it shouldn't be. But when you look at what Conor McGregor used to fight, he was very light on his feet, he would pop, he would throw the kicks. He was almost kind of well-rounded, meaning that not a very big grappler, but he understands grappling, but he tends to do what he had to do to win the fight. And then when he fought Nate Diaz the first time, he lost. And he fought him the second time, then he won that. Then he fought Dustin Poirier the second time. His mentality kind of changed. I felt like Conor McGregor needed that, like, you motherfuckers, just that showmanship. That's what he needed. And you saw when he fight. But later in his career, he became more stiff. He became more a boxer, where I felt that played more into his opponent's favor instead of his own, because he was very dynamic. He moved very well, and he was very good at being precise when he would hit his opponents. He had that one
to reclaim his position among the elite. Across countless interviews, McGregor has repeatedly emphasized that his preparation for UFC 329 has been unlike any training camp of his career. Rather than relying solely on confidence or reputation, he claims every aspect of his comeback has been carefully planned with meticulous attention to detail. From physical rehabilitation to technical improvements and mental preparation, every decision has been made with one objective in mind: returning stronger, faster, and more dangerous than ever before. He believes the confidence he now carries isn't based on past accomplishments, but on the countless hours of disciplined work completed behind closed doors. While McGregor prepares for his comeback, standing across the cage will be another legendary warrior whose own journey has inspired millions. Max Holloway has spent years proving that determination, relentless pressure, and incredible durability can overcome almost any obstacle. Raised in Hawaii, Holloway learned early that toughness wasn't simply admired, it was expected. Growing up in an environment where resilience defined everyday life, he transformed those life lessons into one of the greatest careers in UFC history. From turning professional as a teenager to becoming featherweight champion and eventually capturing the symbolic BMF title, Holloway earned his reputation through perseverance rather than shortcuts. His endless cardio, technical striking, and willingness to engage in unforgettable wars have made him one of the most respected competitors the sport has ever seen. Now, these two legendary careers are preparing to collide once again. Their first meeting took place many years ago when both fighters were still developing into future champions. Since then, each has evolved in dramatically different ways. McGregor became the sport's biggest superstar, while Holloway established himself as one of the greatest featherweights of all time. This rematch is no longer simply about settling unfinished business. It represents legacy, redemption, pride, and the opportunity to prove who truly belongs among MMA's all-time greats. The anticipation surrounding UFC 329 continues to grow as fans debate whether McGregor can successfully complete one of the greatest comebacks in combat sports history, or whether Holloway will once again demonstrate why experience, consistency, and relentless pressure remain some of the most dangerous weapons inside the octagon. Every interview, every training clip, and every public appearance only fuels the excitement further as both fighters exchange confident messages while preparing for one of the biggest fights the UFC has promoted in recent years.